what is raw dog food? Raw dog food, aka barf, which is a term I never use. I'm never going to call this beautiful food, a plate of food I'm giving the dog, barf. Barf stands for bones and raw food, or biologically appropriate raw food. Both coined by Billinghurst, which is one of the grandfathers of raw dog food out in Australia. And some people still use it. I don't. I use the word fresh dog food, because if I'm ever debating, I do a lot of seminars around the place, and if I'm ever talking to a group of vets, I don't use the word raw dog food. It's too scary. There's too much effort has been made to make raw dog food terrifying for people, microbiology. So I use the word fresh because it's much harder to have a serious conversation that fresh mightn't be good for an animal, so fresh, species appropriate, FSA, they're the words I want people to start using a lot, and I'm going to start making a big effort at that. Fresh, species appropriate. So raw dog food, fresh, species appropriate dog food is essentially, what that animal ate in the wild. And dogs eat whole prey. They'll swallow a rat. You've seen a Labrador do it, or a Jack Russell even. They'll eat whole prey. They'll eat some stomach contents of smaller animals, never of bigger animals. Wolves don't either. That's a complete myth. You'll never see a video of a wolf tucking into stomach contents grass. I mean, they're not going to eat digested grass. So they might eat a few intestines and that kind of stuff in the bigger animals, but very rarely. So they eat a lot of meat, bone, bit of organ meat. They eat some plant matter, perhaps. They eat insects. They'll eat fish. They'll eat birds. They'll eat any. They are complete opportunistic scavenging carnivores. They'll eat anything that had a face, okay, came from something with a face. They'll eat poo, and they're artists at finding carcass. They'll outcompete vultures where the two of them exist together. So vultures won't live where dogs do, which is unbelievable, because vultures are on the wing. So there's something seriously wrong with vultures if they can't outcompete a pack of dogs. But dogs will outcompete vultures to carcass and starve them out of the area, which I thought was very telling, because those noses, look at the size of their nose. It's all their face, and it's 25% of their brain. We don't understand what that is. We don't understand how they view the world, and the Jacobson organ and everything else. So how they perceive food and everything. When you think about they can smell a drop of vitamin E in a swimming pool of water, or whatever analogy you want to use, and you give them the same dried, chemically preserved crud every day. I mean, what a waste of a nose. Talk about behavioral enrichment. It's the only animal that doesn't get it. So that's what raw dog food is. We try to stick to what we think the animal would eat in the wild, and we give it to them in the form, but we use all the meats that are to hand. So unfortunately we use a good bit of beef and that chicken and stuff, but we all sorts of fish and turkey and duck and pig and everything we can get our hands on. We'll get to that in the last section.